All right, hello everyone. Thanks for joining us for this session. And what I want to go through today is a case study that is all about building sticky brand loyalty with a connected product strategy. You can come see us in our booth that's just down the row for more information about this particular case study. Just in the way of introduction, as mentioned, I'm Mark Benson. I'm the CTO at Exosite. Our company exists to help other companies make the transition between what they have done before, which is creating products, to what they need to do, which is creating connected products and connected consumer experiences. And we do that through an array of products and also professional services offerings to help do that. Digital experiences are really becoming table stakes today. We're seeing this especially in the home automation, smart home market, where consumers are more than ever are using their smartphones to connect to the things around them. And that's creating a need for organizations to meet that demand. But making this transition is very difficult. So if you think about an organization that has never done IT before, they maybe have not done networking before, and are facing this new reality of not just how to create products, but how to support them on an ongoing basis. And this is difficult. And it really is this intersection of these three elements that are coming together, one of which is technology disruption, new ways of doing business, selling services instead of products, software instead of hardware, and then last but not least, just the customer demands and the needs that organizations have to build better intimacy with their customers. We've seen organizations do this well. You can see some case studies here where these organizations have disrupted traditional business structures, and that's both internally, where they've found new ways to organize themselves and get organized around their connected product vision, and also externally, looking external for how they can disrupt the way that business has been done. But it is by no means an easy task. Stagnant organizations become historical case studies. The notorious one through Kodak, unfortunately for them, they show up on slides like this. But organizations are really facing this very strategic decision right now with embracing the digital customer experience movement or standing back and kind of waiting and seeing. And so hopefully we don't make it onto this list in the future. I want to introduce the Aladdin Connect product through Genie, and as I mentioned before, this is being showcased in the Exosite booth just down the row over here. This is a remote control garage door opener, so you can remotely control and monitor your garage door operation. It did win an IoT Evolution Connected Home and Building Innovation Award, and so I want to spend the rest of the time going through this case study to show how this connected product, which is in the market and is in use today, is something that helps build brand loyalty with Genie in a way that was not possible before. So with connected garage doors, there's so many dimensions to what makes this a valuable enterprise. Customers want to control and monitor their garage door. Some of the most common ways to break into a house is through the garage door when the garage door is open. And I'm sure many of us have left the house wondering if we close the garage on the way out. And so customers are eager to have this. The interesting thing with Genie is that like other companies, when they sell a product in the past, they would produce it and it would be sold through distribution into a big box retailer, into a customer's home, and those are many layers of indirection that Genie has not historically had insight into. And so with a connected product, this starts closing that gap with understanding how customers are using the product, the data behind it, and it also puts the Genie logo and experience right in front of the customer. Whereas in the past, I think many consumers maybe wouldn't remember what brand of garage opener that they had. Now with this solution, they are constantly reminded of that, and the likelihood to pick a Genie garage door opener the next time is that much higher. And all of that is in line with this idea of driving brand loyalty with a connected product. So just a quick overview of Genie. They're a leading manufacturer of garage door openers and accessories. The challenge, as I mentioned, was increasing competition in this space. There are new table stakes in terms of connected products in the home and even some connected garage door options that are in the market. And so Genie was facing this pressure, along with customers asking for some safety and security features to their garage door to be able to know if that garage door was closed properly. And the immediate market demand meant that Genie needed to move very quickly. This is not something that they could sit around on, but needed to act. And so the opportunity here, as I mentioned before, is with increased market penetration. Genie took a very unique approach in their design by doing a retrofit solution. So as opposed to putting the control module directly in the drive mechanism, is done as a retrofit solution. And what that does is that enables current Genie customers, or if they're a competitor's customer, to be able to buy a Genie system and retrofit their current garage door without requiring the purchase of a new drive mechanism. That's the opportunity that Genie had. And so the solution, which is hard to read from far away, but I'll just walk around it. In the diagram, you can see that there's a smartphone. The smartphone communicates to the Exosite cloud, and the Exosite cloud interacts with the garage door through a wireless door control module. It's a switch for the garage door, the button on the wall that you press, that has a Wi-Fi module built into it that connects through the home internet connection up to the Exosite cloud. The final piece to the solution is a tilt sensor that's mounted actually on the garage door. The tilt sensor tells you when the garage door is open or when it's closed. So through those pieces, you can remotely control the garage door, you can see when it's open, and it even includes some additional safety features, such as if you pull the manual release lever on the garage door and the garage door closes, the drive mechanism might not know that happened, but because there's a tilt sensor that's mounted on the garage door, you can know remotely when that happened and be notified of that situation. This particular solution is also UL 325 compliant in terms of audio and visual signals that tell the consumer when the garage door is opening or closing, and supports up to 3 garage doors, and is available at Home Depot and Lowe's. The results of this are, for Genie, an improved competitive position. So being able to provide not just a connected garage door experience, but one that has features that are not on the market today. I mentioned the UL 325 compliant and the ability to control multiple garage doors. Increased market share, better customer intimacy in terms of closing that gap with the customers so that they know how their customers are using their product and the customers know the brand better. And finally, higher retention rates. Customers that have this sort of connected experience with their garage door are much more likely to purchase a Genie garage door opener in the future because of this solution. So that is the case study that I wanted to share with you today. I don't know if there are any questions.
I've got a question from the top. Obviously, any device like this is going to be able to handle a Genie remote. What happens when I sell my house? How do you transfer the information or the data from my house to the next person that purchased my house?
Yes. Great question. So in terms of transitioning ownership for that garage, the identity of the device installation in the garage and the user are associated closely. So a new homeowner, if they were to come in and the part of the garage door opener is a smart one, what they need to do is just simply go through a re-registration process that involves re-provisioning that garage door opener that's associated with the new user, the homeowner for that product.
Do we have any questions? Well, I got one more. What happens when you kick your child out of the house and he knows that you have this device How do you reprogram it so that he no longer has access to your house?
That's a great question. So through the application, you can control as the owner of the system, who has access or who does not. So there's a user identity that's associated with, which members of the family can have access to the garage door. So as a parent, you can make that decision.
Thank you so much, Mark. And Mark will be in the back if you have any questions. Thank you so much.